Good morning. It's quite a reading. So here we are, the last Sunday of the ordinary times. Today's readings and the psalm force us to take a closer look at salvation and what it really means to us. They hearken us to reflect not of the good, but of the struggle. This is somewhat difficult coming off a week of Thanksgiving, a week where we profess those things that have brought us gratitude. Next Sunday is the first Sunday of Advent, and we enter into another period of reflection and waiting. What are the things this season of Advent will you reflect on? What in your life brought gratitude in a way that might not have been celebrated or acknowledged this past Thursday? The Lord will strike Egypt, striking but healing, so that they will return to the Lord, and he will listen to their supplications and heal them. Was there a struggle, a strife, a catastrophe whose lesson only came when distance between yourself and that event brought enlightenment? As most of you know, I'm the general manager of a hotel. It would be nice to say that I chose hospitality as a career, but the reality is choice was not part of the equation. It was more of a passion play. There is a great reward in watching a guest move from a transactional experience into complete joy. Seeing stress melt away from a person's face, or watching as your words or your actions move them from mechanical to playful. Sometimes we fail to make that happen, and the recovery from those moments are when and how we grow and learn as people within a business that is also growing and learning. It's those moments that brought about what is now my favorite meeting we have as a team at the hotel each and every week. We call it Lessons Learned. In the meeting, each of our managers tell a story behind a lesson of significance to them personally that happened within the last 7 days. Sometimes those meetings or those lessons are tied directly to guest interaction, but more often than not, they are moments of reflection. One of my colleagues weekly ties his lesson learned back to the word patience. It's become somewhat of an internal quest to figure out how he is going to accomplish this task each week. And this week, He did it in a very special way. This week, he told us the story of his mother. He shared the story of a person who dedicated her life to teaching others. He told of how she listened without judgment, how she would step in to assist others when they struggled. He told us how, for the past several months, he struggled to be by her side as her health was failing. How he watched the person he knew very slowly drift away. How every morning he would wake and wonder why she was being put through this. His mother did pass away earlier this week. His lesson learned was in the darkest of moments, a new light is born. He shared with us that his mother's final teaching moment was one to him. In patience comes great reward. Looking around at the world and the events that are shaping our landscape, it would be easy to see the parable from Luke less as a parable and more as fact. In our darkest moments of despair, where is the good news? Patience, my friends. The good news is in the darkness. It's in the light that only comes once the situation unfolds. Even when that conclusion is opposite of what we'd hoped, the greater story unfolds. It's often quiet, subtle, slow. But as today becomes history, its message shines brighter than any other. The good news is the great reward. Amen.